Hey guys, this is Josh from the Wheel Reel. I know it's been a while, 2 months probably, but been busy. Some things that happened in my life that I didn't think would happen, with like a job situation and all that. But everything's good now, and it's been a really long time since I've done a Blu-ray update, and I probably will do one of those sometime soon. But right now, I'm actually doing. I want to show you my movies that I like to watch during the Halloween season. Jordan from the Visual Expression did a video of things that he's watched, and he really wanted to see other people's Blu-rays and movies that they watch. So right now I'm going to do that. I got like two big stacks, so just bear with me. I'm trying something new. Videotaping on my phone. See if it'd make it a lot easier. Really, the reason why I don't do a lot of videos is because I really don't feel it's just like very, very time consuming. I just don't have the time to do it. So hopefully, if I do it on my phone, maybe it'll be a little bit quicker and with like the editing and all that. So be able to make more videos for you guys. But starting out, let's see. I guess I'll start with the comedies. I actually like watching some comedies during the Halloween season that have to do with like zombies and stuff like that. And what other I wanted to talk about than Shaun of the Dead? Um, I love this steelbook, and they actually got all the steelbooks on at Best Buy right now. They re-released all of them. They have every single one of them, and they do have this one and Hot Fuzz. I know a lot of people couldn't find that one, but Best Buy does have it now. Um, but I really like this movie. Really unexpected. And this is like the British comedy type movie. If you don't like British comedy, then you're probably not gonna like this movie. But I, for one, love Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They do a really good job. They got like the three trilogy type thing going on with Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and I can't think of the one that just came out. The World's End. The same director did all three. But I gotta tell you, this is one of my favorites. Just a bunch of bumbling idiots going around and just killing zombies and trying to survive. It's just really funny the situations they get into. I'm not sure if this has any inside artwork. I really have no inside artwork. Um, but yeah, it's really cool. His steelbook from the front of it. Really like that one. Shaun of the Dead. Uh, this next movie is George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino is in it. Directed by Robert Rodriguez. I'm not a big fan of his at all. I actually don't like anything he's done except this movie. This movie's very campy, very kind of cheesy, but Tarantino did write the screenplay, so that's probably the only reason why I have any interest in it. But this movie in itself is like two movies. Like the first half of the movie, you're thinking it's going one direction, then it just like flips over on its head and gives you something totally different at the end. But I really like it, and that's From Dusk Till Dawn. Like I said, Robert Rodriguez is sort of tongue twister. The only movie that I do like from him. George Clooney and Tarantino do really well together. They're these two brothers that are these mobsters slash kind of like murderers. Like they just don't really care. They just go around killing people, and they're trying to get to this bar in Mexico with a very provocative name. You'll find out if you ever watch it. And when they get there, the movie, like I said, it just turns over and it's just a completely different movie. They get in this big situation they like you were not expecting, and I don't think they're expecting either. Really, like I said, it's a good movie to watch during Halloween, and you'll figure that out. But like I said, it's really campy. If you kind of like movies like that, if you like Machete, it's not as bad as that, I promise you. But if you like Robert Rodriguez, and I won't blame you if you do. But anyway, check this one out if you haven't. From Dusk Till Dawn. Now, this next one, I actually commented on one of Jordan's videos about this movie. Um, I think this movie is a comedy, and I don't think they want it to be. I don't think it's meant to be a comedy, but for me, it's a comedy because I laughed so much in this movie, and I really enjoyed it. And I actually went to the theaters and saw it twice. The sequel is not good. Sequel is unnecessary. If they would have just kept it at this one movie, it would have been fine. But that is the last exorcism. Some people will get freaked out. The last couple minutes is kind of it's all right. I enjoyed it. I think it's a comedy. I really do because I laugh so much. There's this one scene if you ever watch it. There's this one scene where the girl obviously she gets possessed, but she's in her bedroom and she is just like, you can just hear like hitting walls and stuff, and she's playing a flute while she's doing it, so like she's like hitting all these like wrong notes and stuff, and it's just hilarious. I thought it was so funny. And there's this other scene where like they're trying to find her, and she like got out of the house, but and like they show her through the window, and it looks like she's like throwing up gang signs with her hands. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me and my buddies that saw this movie, but we just like ripped it, and I really thought it was funny. Maybe becoming a tradition where we watch this movie and just laugh. But like I said, it may scare you, but I laughed more than anything in it. Going to a classic now with Wes Craven. There's nothing really to say about this because everybody's probably seen it. That's A Nightmare on Elm Street. I really like the Steelbook. It's the same cover art, but man, I would like to have that. I might see if Best Buy has it still or not. But one of my favorite movie villains, or kind of scary boogeyman type figures, Freddy Krueger. It's like you're very vulnerable when you're asleep. That's when you're most vulnerable, and that's when he attacks, and that's the creepiest part about him. I really like this movie. Going really, really old school. George Romero's classic, Night of the Living Dead. Man, I'm lucky to have this on Blu-ray. I don't even know if you can get it anymore, but I found it. I can't even remember why I found it. I think it was on Amazon. They may still have it. I don't know. But I remember watching this movie for the first time when it came on TV, and I was just amazed at how good it was. Excuse me. It is late. I even got my bed clothes on. There's nothing on TV, so I figured I'd just do this video. But I remember first watching this movie, and I was just amazed at how good it was. For it to be so old, and it's all black and white, but you've got these group of survivors that have any idea what's going on, but they barricade themselves in this house, and all the stuff that they got to do throughout this whole movie and how it ends is just, man, it's really good. I definitely recommend, if you've never seen this, you got to watch it. If you love zombies and stuff, go back to where it first started, and that is Night of the Living Dead. Going back to another George Romero, that is the sequel. I can't remember if this is the third. I think this is the third movie of his out of the original trilogy, Day of the Dead. I haven't watched this yet, so I can't tell much about it, but I heard a lot of people like it as their favorite. But I know, I think Scream Factory has like a limited edition, or it's got a really cool cover art. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know, but maybe I'll get to watch it this Halloween. And I'll say some of these movies I haven't watched yet, but a lot of them I do like watching around this time. Another one is Dawn of the Dead. That's another part of his original George Romero's trilogy. I think this is the second one, I'm pretty sure. I like Night of the Living Dead better. This is really good, though. Really enjoyed it. If you haven't watched this, watch it. And I'm sure many of you have seen the sequel. I mean, not the sequel, the remake of Dawn of the Dead. Zack Snyder did a really good job. He made the zombies. It's the first time you ever see the zombies actually move really, really fast, and it's kind of scary. Because I would not hold up in this apocalypse. I want the Walking Dead type of zombies, not these, or 28 Days Later zombies. Because big boy like me ain't cutting it. Oh, here's another kind. I completely forgot about this one. This is a comedy type horror movie. Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton. Doesn't go without saying Michael Keaton's just flipping awesome. There is talks about them doing a sequel, so we might see what comes of that. But man, if you need a good laugh, Alec Baldwin's in this movie too. Just really enjoyable. This next movie, it restored my faith in horror films. I didn't actually own a lot of horror films until I saw this, and then it kind of got me back into wanting to see more of horror films. And that is Sinister. This movie's messed up. This movie is really messed up. And the opening shot, maybe the greatest opening shot of a horror movie ever. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but definitely check this out. It creeps you out. It stayed with me a couple of days, and it kind of bothered me a lot. Movies usually don't do that, but this one, it's freaky. But definitely check this out again. It's Sinister. Another movie that I'm really glad that I got finally. This is actually one of my favorite Stephen King movies / books. I've got the Comic Con 2013 exclusive of this movie, which I was really excited to get, and that is Carrie. I haven't showed this to I haven't showed this in one of my videos, but Carrie, I love this movie. Um, it's about a girl who has these telekinesis powers and she gets picked on at school. Her mom's crazy, like spiritual crazy, but she's like, there's something wrong with her too. But this is it's just really good acting. I know they're making it, the sequel's coming out soon. I'm gonna go see it, but I'm not really excited about it because I mean, you really can't do much with this story that's like not been done. Like, there's nothing you can really change about it. But this is a great copy to have. I'm glad I have it. It's actually, if you pop it open, like you see, it's in a black case, which is kind of weird because all the other Comic Con exclusives have like the original blue case, but I don't know what's going on with that. You can pick Carrie up at it's at Best Buy as well. It's not in this case, obviously, but they do have copies of it at Best Buy. I've seen. You don't get it. There's no extra special features on this. It's pretty much the exact same Blu-ray, but definitely watch this, Carrie. I'll do the old ones first. Evil Dead. Sam Raimi. Not really a big fan of his either. I mean, he does some pretty good movies. I mean, I don't hate the guy like I do Robert Rodriguez. I just don't like that guy. But Sam Raimi does some pretty good movies. Some of them like they're hit or miss for me, but this is really campy. It's really like, this is a low budget. This is just a bunch of his friends, and they did this self-budgeted and everything. But if you gotta watch this one to appreciate the new one. I really do like this one. That's Evil Dead. I actually like this one better, and I think a lot of people do. And that's Evil Dead 2. It's pretty much a remake of the first movie. It's like nothing really happened in the first movie from this, but I didn't say that right. It's like the first one didn't exist almost. If you watch this movie, but it actually is like a remake, and it's better. I liked it a lot, and that sets up for Army of Darkness. I do have that on the shelf. I forgot to pull that down, but I actually haven't even watched that yet. But coming back to what I was talking about is the original Evil Dead. This is one of my favorite still books. I just love that candy apple red, and you got the background artwork, and you've got the I like that disc art too. From like, it looks like the original poster for the old movie, but it does some, you can't really tell, but there is some background artwork in these in this Blu-ray case. But this is actually a really good movie, really gory. One of the goriest movies I've seen in a while. Evil Dead is pretty awesome. This is probably the goriest movie I've seen since the remake of The Hills Have Eyes, and that was a really gory movie. And I also think that, if I'm not mistaken, the Texas Chainsaw, the beginning, that was really gory as well. But definitely check this out if you like the Evil Deads and you was kind of suspicious about this one. Definitely give this a shot. Watch it on Halloween night. It'd be a good one. I may actually do that. Going into one of my favorite, he is my favorite. My favorite villain of movies. I'll start off with this is actually the last one that was made. Besides, this is like the first to last one that was made. But this is the last one that was made with the original actors. I love this story. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's Anthony Hopkins or what. There's a TV show on it about it now, and I love watching the TV show. Me and my wife watch it every time it comes on. Can't wait for it to come back on in January, February. But that is Hannibal Lecter. You got to go with Red Dragon. This was actually the original first book that was wrote, Red Dragon, and it actually was the last movie with Anthony Hopkins. They did Silence of the Lambs first, then Hannibal, and then Red Dragon. They did, the latest in the timeline to the earliest, back to the earliest. But not a lot of people talk about this movie, but it's actually really good. Anthony Hopkins, Ralph Fiennes, man, I didn't even know Harvey Keitel's in this movie, and Philip Seymour Hoffman, obviously, and Edward Norton. I'm a big fan of Edward Norton. Just as all of them just do a really good job. They really sell it. Really enjoyed this movie. And going back, obviously, I've got the Hannibal Lecter trilogy. Haven't showed this either, I don't think. It actually comes with Manhunter. Manhunter was actually based on the novel Red Dragon, but it doesn't even have Anthony Hopkins or anybody else from the other ones. It does have I can't remember the guy's name from CSI, Blake Grissom. He's actually the guy tracking down the Tooth Fairy, so called, and he gets help from not Anthony Hopkins, because he's not in it. It's late, guys. Excuse me. Anyway, the guy from CSI is in it. I'll just leave you with that. But it comes with Manhunter. I don't know why, but Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal's in this box set. I don't know if you can actually get it now, but Comic-Con had a special edition of Silence of the Lambs, like the one, the carry that I just showed you, except that it's orange, and it has the mask that he wears instead of the blood bucket. But I really wanted to pick that up. I don't even know they had it, but I'm glad I got these on Blu-ray. These are my favorite type of horror movies. I love this movie. A next movie that a lot of people think that is one of the scariest movies of all time that I still have yet to watch, because many people are Kubrick fans. I don't know. I really haven't watched any of Kubrick's movies. I really need to. I've got a lot of them, but I really haven't watched them. I tried to watch 2001, but I just couldn't get into it. But that is The Shining. Haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's great, and I don't think I've seen anybody that said it was bad. But definitely need to check this out when I can. That's The Shining. You got to go with Alfred Hitchcock and Bates Motel with Psycho. Really happy to have this set. This is the 50th anniversary edition. Looks really, really good on Blu-ray. I love black and white movies on Blu-ray because it just pops, and it does really well. Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates obviously does a fantastic job. Probably the best role he's ever did. But love watching this during Halloween. Going back to some old school horror movies, I did pick up the digibook of Halloween. Michael Myers was always really scary when I was a kid. I was scared of him and Jason, which I really want that Friday the 13th box, like the big tin can, but I'm waiting for it to go down. Maybe if I can find a better deal on it. I just really want to spend $100 on it. But you can't go wrong with Halloween. Obviously, during this time is the perfect time to watch it, because it's called Halloween. But I hope all of you know pretty much about these movies. I'm not getting a whole lot of detail. I'm just showing you what I like. But John Carpenter, back in his prime when he was making some good movies, Halloween was by far the best, probably. But really, really like this movie. Really cool. It's really thin, but I do like it. I don't know if anybody's done a whole lot of like showing you what's in it, but you get a lot of like the old poster on the front, and you get a lot of the set pictures and stuff like that. And there's a lot of intel about some background stories. So really looking forward to watching this again. It's also got some new commentary with John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis. There's a new documentary, I'm supposing, called The Night She Came Home. On location 25 years later. TV version footage, trailer, and TV and radio spots. So definitely going to watch this again sometime soon. Now, this movie is based off a Japanese film, and I haven't saw that, but I haven't actually even seen this movie all the way through. I have seen its sequel, and I was kind of, you don't have to have a whole lot of intel to watch the second one from the first one, but I really, really like the steelbook, and I went to Best Buy one day and they didn't have it, so I was kind of bummed. I saw everybody else was picking it up, but I did go like 2 days later and they had one copy, and I was like, I've got to get it, because it's really, really cool looking at steelbook. There's no inside artwork, but that's the ring. Really looking forward to it. I actually am going to watch this pretty soon, maybe Monday, but I really do like this cover and the background. This was, wow, was it 11 years ago when this came out? Man, I was like 11 when it came out. Gosh, I remember seeing the end scene, and I don't really remember much about it, but I know it freaked me out for like 3 weeks, and I had to sleep with the lights on with my mom. That came out wrong. But definitely going to check this out, and hopefully I like it.
And the last movie that I have, one that came out this year. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I'm really looking forward to seeing the unrated cut because when I saw it in the theater, I actually really liked this movie. It was more of like a political take on a zombie movie, but I need to see this. I'm like reading this and it says intense footage for not shown in theaters. Man, I might watch this tonight. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what's different about it. Because when I was in the theater, I was sitting the whole time saying, I bet they're going to have an unrated version of this movie that's going to show a lot more gore. Because they did have it as PG-13, I believe, yeah. But that is World War Z with Brad Pitt. This is the Best Buy exclusive. I didn't want the one with Brad Pitt. I mean, I like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's a good actor. But I just like this cover more with the zombies like piling up and jumping on their helicopter. But yeah, I really like this movie. And like I said, it's okay if you don't like it. I mean, everybody has their own opinions. But, you know, some people don't like Children of the Corn. I'm not going to sit and tell names, but, you know, whatever. But World War Z is definitely worth checking out. Get it from Redbox if you don't want to buy it. But I really wanted to have this on my shelf because I really wanted to go back and watch it now. And also, you know, I might want to revisit this more often and see the more political side of it and see if it like grows and if it was actually true or not. I don't know if my thoughts are coming in clearly. I want to see if it makes more sense throughout time. That's what I wanted to say. But definitely check this out if you have it. So that's all my Blu-rays horror movies that I like watching during the Halloween time during October. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I am going to take about 30 minutes and try to figure out where all those movies go back again because I have them all in alphabetical order. But like I said, thanks guys for watching, and hopefully this phone thing will work out a little bit better so I can just like, you know, make a video really quick and not have to worry about sitting for 4 or 5 hours when I just don't have the time. But thanks again, guys. This is Josh. This is The Will Reel. You've just been reeled in. See you later. Wait! There's one more movie that I have to show you. And I completely forgot about it, so I'm making this little short video to add on to my furthering 20-something minute video to talk about this movie. I got it the other day. I've never seen it. Been a big fan of the Folktale. But, man, I love this movie. Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci, Tim Burton, blah, 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 Sleepy Hollow. Holy crap, I like this movie. It's a completely, like, reimagining of the story, but, man, I loved it. This is going to be a tradition. This is going to be something I watch every Halloween. I liked it so much that I cannot believe that I forgot about it. But I had it up top, and I didn't see it when I was pulling stuff out, but man, I love this movie. It's everything I wanted it to be. I can't believe it took me that long to watch it, but man, I really like this movie. It's at Walmart. I think on this 788 bin is at Target is where I actually got it. But man, if you haven't seen this, get it. It is awesome. But that's all I want to say about it. If you don't know about the Headless Horseman, just watch the movie. But also, I don't know how to edit stuff on this phone right now, but like, subscribe, comment, do your stuff, and I'll talk to you then. Bye. And you've just been reeled in. Where's the button? There it is.